Alright, so before this video gets started, just know that the rest of this commentary was recorded prior to the Team Battleground changes, and actually prior to the announcement that changes were coming even being made. Now, the good news is that the downgrade in rewards wasn't a big downgrade. It was a slight downgrade. Basically, in the Platinum Pack now, instead of getting a guaranteed WrestleMania 33 male or female card, now it's just a guaranteed WrestleMania 33 male card. That's not that bad. I was fearing that maybe we'd get a situation kind of like the packs, the WrestleMania 33 packs, where you'd get a card from Ultimate to WrestleMania, but that's not the case. And also, instead of getting 2 Ultimate cards, now you get 2 cards that range from Elite to Ultimate. And for those of you who started at Team Battleground before the changes, or were already in the Team Battleground but you got the brand new rewards, don't worry, they announced that they messed up and they will be giving the old rewards to the people affected on Monday. And even with the slight changes in the rewards, my thoughts in this video still stand. Now let's start the video. What's up my peeps, it is out time for a brand new episode of Supercard. And no, I'm not starting the video off by saying what's up my pups, because somebody said that in the comment section. He was like, hey, why do you start off the video saying what's up my pups? Peeps and pups, 2 different things. I'm not saying what's up to a bunch of establishments here. We're not at a bar. I'm saying what's up my peeps. That's kind of like saying what's up my friends, what's up my people. So there you go, there's your explanation. But anyways, we've got the Maharaja of event cards. Once again, the Maharaja of Road to Glories. Jinder Mahal, time to get that pro. And once again, it's a Backlash themed event. Or a SmackDown themed event, because you don't have any Raw superstars on here. And as you just saw, I went ahead and went on to the Ty Dillinger card, because guess what? That's another pro, and not just for me, but a ton of other people who actually played the events and got the WrestleMania 33 card. Actually, it was a Team Road to Glory. I was about to say, I don't quite remember what the event was, but it was a Team Road to Glory, where they gave out Ty Dillinger. So this is the first time in the WrestleMania 33 tier that they're actually giving out a pro. And what I mean by that is not the fact that they're giving out, well, it's not a fact, not them giving out 2 cards at once or giving out a pair like you can get from Team Battleground if you've got enough battle points. But what I mean by that is they gave out this card early into the tier in an event before, and now they're giving it out once again. And that's not something they usually do. Stuff like this, them giving out a card that they've already given out, happens when a new tier is about to drop or just drop and they give it out as one of the undercards in the first couple of events. So that right there is a sign that a new tier is possibly coming, and that's not the first sign. We already got the female event card. Every single tier gets a female event card, and we got that in Bailey a couple weeks ago. We then also got a female Money in the Bank card in Alexa Bliss. And they just recently, just in this recent Team Road to Glory, they gave out Goldberg, who's one of the best cards in the tier. He's tied with John Cena as the second best card in the tier. The best one is Triple H. I had a comment in one of the recent videos where somebody was like, no, because I said Triple H was the best card. He was like, no, John Cena's the best card. If you look up the overalls, you know, just the cards, once you get them, Triple H has 1 more point over John Cena. They're both power and charisma, but Triple H beats him overall by 1 point. It's not by much, but it still puts Triple H at the top of the list as the strongest WrestleMania 33 card. Now, obviously, you know, stats change, you know, depending on where you place the tokens in, but if we're talking just base stats, Triple H is the best card in the tier, followed by John Cena and Goldberg, and I think somebody else might be tied with Goldberg as well. So all these things, when Supercard, when Cat Daddy starts being really generous and giving you a lot of opportunities. Oh, and I forgot to mention, how could I forget this? They gave out, for the very first time, because they've never done this before, they gave out both Matt and Jeff 2 event cards within 1 event, or within, I guess, 2 events, if you count Team Ring Domination and Road to Glory. That's something that they've never done, and basically they gave you 2 pros within the same time you would usually get 1. And then let's not forget Team Battleground, which has allowed a lot of people to get a lot more WrestleMania 33 pros than they usually would without the mode. So with all this, with Cat Daddy giving us all these opportunities to get a bunch of WrestleMania 33 pros, a bunch of just good WrestleMania 33 cards, to me that points to a brand new tier coming soon. They brought the Mania tier in back in March. It's now been over 2 months, we're in June, and I'm saying we get a new tier this month, or maybe next month. And the reason why I'm possibly stretching it out to next month is because of what happened with the Ultimate tier. You see, the Ultimate tier lasted longer than I expected. We got the signs of them, handing out pros and handing out good cards and female events pretty early on into that tier, but it took a while until the WrestleMania 33 tier came out. A lot longer than I expected compared to the prior tiers where pretty much once you got the female event, you were maybe a week or 2 weeks away from getting that new tier. It wasn't the case with that Ultimate tier. So that's the only reason why, I'm thinking maybe they extend it out to possibly July. And hey, I could be wrong. Could be August, or maybe Season 4 comes out before a new tier comes out. Let me know when you think it's gonna happen, and what's the tier name gonna be? The tier names are kind of weirdly, not spaced out, but ordered. You've got the SummerSlam tier after the WrestleMania tier. And then you go from SummerSlam to something that really doesn't have to do with wrestling. You get the Harden and Elite tier, and then Ultimate, which I guess you could, relate it to wrestling because you got the Ultimate Warrior, but that's pretty much the only, I guess, relation or correlation there. And then you go back to the wrestling terms, you go back to WrestleMania, but this time WrestleMania 33, but then what do you use to top WrestleMania 33? Now, of course, WrestleMania 34 would work, but that's still a couple of months away from now, so I don't see that happening. I see that happening once 34 comes around, but for now, I don't know. Would it be Extreme Rules? Would it be Survivor Series? But we've already got the Survivor tier, but then again, we've got a WrestleMania tier and a WrestleMania 33 tier, so, I'm not sure. Actually, you know what? Scratch the Survivor Series tier off, because Survivor Series is in November, and I don't think they're gonna wait till November to bring out a new tier. It's way too far off. Anyways, I'm tired of saying the word tier, so let's move on to the next subject, and this is something I've been thinking about for a while, and I really just thought about this recently, and that is what I personally think is the worst event or the least worth it event to compete in when it comes to team events in this game. And I want to talk about this while we're playing a Road to Glory because it does concern that. So currently we've got Team Road to Glory, Team Ring Domination, and Team Battleground. And in the comment section you can let me know which one you dislike the most. I personally think that Team Battleground and Team Ring Domination are the best of the three because you get the good rewards, especially in Team Battleground. You get the best rewards for pretty much, little effort. You don't have to put much effort into it, especially Team Ring Domination. And then when it comes to Team Battleground, the only effort really comes in for the charge cards. Once you get the charge cards, you're good to go. You just play the matches if you need to play the matches, because in some cases, you don't need to play the matches because the rest of the team played the matches, and the opposing team didn't charge your cards, so they can't beat you guys anyways. But back to the subject, Team Road to Glory and why I think it's the worst mode out there. Look at Team Battleground and look at Team Ring Domination and the way it's structured to get you the rewards. You get the top reward right away. In Team Battleground, if you're, let's say, I don't know, a SummerSlam team, and you win Team Battleground, what do you get? You get a SummerSlam card right away, that's it. Team Ring Domination, you're still SummerSlam tier, right off the bat, you compete or you play for that SummerSlam card. That's the first card you start on, so you guys can just go for one card, and you've already gotten the top card that you can get out of that event for your team. But then when it comes to Team Ring Domination, you've got to go. This is especially the case for the higher tier teams. I said tier once again, but anyways, let's say you're WrestleMania 33. You've got to start off at an ultra rare card, or is it actually no? I don't think it's at an ultra rare card anymore. I think it's epic or whatever, or maybe legendary. Either way, same thing or not much of a difference. You start off on the epic card, And you've got to go from the Epic card to the top card, the WrestleMania 33 card. Why do I have to play for this Epic, Legendary, Survivor, WrestleMania, all cards that we have really no use for other than to use them to level up our cards? But we can get those cards out of wild mode. You know, these aren't hard cards to come by because they're in the lower tiers. So you're pulling anyways cards that are of that tier or higher in the other modes. And then on top of that, it takes a ton of points to complete it to get to that last card, that top card. And if you want to get a good amount of points, oftentimes you'll have to spend credits. You have to spend a bunch of credits that you wouldn't need to spend in Team Battleground or Team Ring Domination to get the same card at the end. Except in Ring Domination and Team Battleground, you get it right away. You don't have to go through a bunch of lower tier cards first to get it. And then on top of that, when a brand new tier comes out, you don't have to go through a wall when it comes to Team Ring Domination and Team Battleground. But hey, in Team Road to Glory, you do. You sometimes gotta go through the +3 matches, the +1 matches, just to get to that top card. It's weird how, like, Team Ring Domination, there isn't that much, you know, benefit to it compared to the other modes. It's not much of a competition. You've got to spend more time and more credits in Team Road to Glory compared to the other two. Actually, in Team Ring Domination and Team Battleground, you don't even need to spend credits, and you can get a good amount of shards, and you could fill your charges, win Team Battleground, and get more rewards out of it than you would Road to Glory. You get not only a WrestleMania 33 card, but also 2 Ultimate cards and a bunch of battle points that you can use for another WrestleMania 33 card, or even better, a pair of cards. It's a no contest. Team Battleground, Team Ring Domination win by a landslide in terms of, you know, just being more worth it, or, you know, taking up less of your time and less credits, or no credits at all, to get the same or better rewards. The same in Team Ring Domination, better in the case of Battleground. Really, the only benefit to Team Road to Glory compared to the other two is that you can train your cards. That's pretty much it. And at this point, that's like the only thing that's keeping me playing Team Road to Glory, is to train my cards. Because I'm pretty lazy when it comes to the training parts. I hate training cards myself. Don't like going through wild mode and playing a bunch of matches, especially when it comes to the female cards. That's even longer of a process because you don't always get the female matches. And let's not forget, if you don't end up getting the TRTG card at the end, then it's even worse. Like, you spend all this time, you probably spend some credits too, and you don't get that card at the end. Thankfully, we've gotten every single card since, I think the Charlotte card maybe? Or was it the Charlotte card? I think it was since the Charlotte card, the Survivor Charlotte card back in Season 1? Or was it? No, Season 1 didn't have team events, right? I don't remember. Whatever, there was a team event for Survivor Charlotte card, and since then I think we've gotten every single card in the team events. But still, Team Ring Domination, Team Battleground, all the way. Team Road to Glory could use, you know, a couple tweaks, or maybe replace it with something else. Just not Team PCC though. No thanks, you can keep that mode. Don't want to see it again. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button down below. And there's a good chance I might stream on Sunday, either prior to the pay-per-view, or maybe post-pay-per-view, post-Extreme Rules. We'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click that like button down below. And with that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.